He really wanted to be here and everything, but between Sunday and then Monday was his birthday. The veterans honored him Monday at Martin Luther King Library. We meet every second Tuesday of the month. But
thank you.
Like I said, he wanted to say, and his family and his friends, thank you to the city council and the mayor for honoring him and stuff.
And you can let his family know that thank them for allowing us to be a part of that.
Oh, yeah. And like Malcolm, Mr. Labadane honored him from the state. And I think Senator Luno is going to do something for him. And like I said, Gary, I know you did something. And thank you, Jules, for coming to Newman. That was really nice. And everybody appreciated it. So God bless you. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. White.
All right.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
F, consent calendar. Number 1, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for DG Hunter Units 5, 6, 7, and 8 Wanzilla overhaul maintenance services. Number 2, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for turnout gear for the fire department. Number 3, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for plastic refuse bags. Number 4, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for consolidated city compound, metal roof, and soft bid replacement. Number 5, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for minimum of 1 heavy-duty electro-hydraulic tire changer. The administration is requesting that item number 5 be removed from the agenda. Number 6, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Electric Power System International, Inc. for testing and maintenance of substation transformers circuit breakers, and related equipment. Number 7, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Express Recycling for the sale of scrap metal. Number 8, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the contract with Millerman Inc. for actuarial services relating to risk management fund.
Need a motion, please? Second.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Jim Valord. Any items to committee?
G, resolution. Number 9, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for wire and cable.
A motion, please?
Move.
Second, please?
Second.
Moved by Councilman Valord, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 10, resolution confirming the appointment of Bridget Vaughn to serve as a member of the Alexandria Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board nominated by Louisiana State University of Alexandria to serve a 3-year term.
A motion, please?
Move.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 11, resolution confirming the appointment of Michael Day to serve as a member of the Alexandria Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board nominated by Louisiana State University of Alexandria to complete the 3-year term of Rafael Romero.
Motion, please? Moved by Councilman Fowler, second. Second by Councilman Valord. Public comments, discussion.
I have a question. Now, in this matter, is to complete a term?
Mr. Lawberdane, Mr. Rafael Romero was on the board and serving quite well. And I think wanted to stay. It turns out that there was an interpretation by the state folks that interpret these rules and laws for the board, that because he was an employee, Rafael Romero is a
He can't serve.
professor there, he can't serve. They can't appoint their own. I will just tell you, and probably all of you, that should come as a surprise to you, because it was always the norm that the schools appointed their own people to serve on the board. And we looked at it internally because we were concerned about that. It didn't make a lot of sense. And when you read the statute, it looks
So,
like there's a prohibition. So they can't appoint their own. The schools must appoint someone from the city at large who lives here, et cetera, but they cannot appoint their own.
okay. And to be honest, if I understand this correctly, Mr. Day is to serve a 3-year term?
I think Dr. Romero, it's his remaining term, so it's only completion of the current 3-year term. But I think he probably was pretty fresh on, maybe April. So, yeah, so he's going to serve roughly 3, but it is only the completion of a term.
2 years,
Something like that.
in 11 months and 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
11 months to be exact. 11 months and 30 days.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
5 hours.
I'll have a couple, then I have some coming up too. Herbert, who served really well, former Representative Herbert Dixon, has, due to a lot of reasons, is coming off the board with notable service on it. And so I'll have some appointments coming. Coming up as well.
Okay, all right.
We have a motion.
Move.
S-
I think it was already moved forward.
Okay,
You have
Can
a
we
motion on
discuss-
the floor, which is Mr. Fowler, and second by Mr. Valord.
okay. Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
H, ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 12, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for the 2025 through 2028 water well maintenance and rehabilitation contract.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Mr. Valord, second by
Second.
Councilman
Johnson.
Johnson. Public comments, discussion. Mr.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Madam President. Yeah, I just want to remind everybody, we need to worry about that carbon capture too, because it'll ruin our well water if it hits. So I just want to remind everybody about that. We need to talk about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Discussion.
All right, Mayor, I have a question. Are these matters being taken into consideration with the fair share program we have with the city?
I believe this is a bid contract.
Okay, so what does that mean? Okay,
Yeah,
Have to
sealed
be
bids are
for
just sealed
Okay.
bids.
all right. Sealed bid, okay, all right. I just want to be certain, all right. Thank you
All
very
in
much.
favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 13, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for sludge removal and disposal services for the wastewater treatment plant Phase 1. The administration is requesting that this item be delayed for 2 weeks.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. To be delayed.
Yes.
I did.
Mr. Ball.
Number 14, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the state of Louisiana Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism Office of the Secretary Keep Louisiana Beautiful initiative.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Valord, second, please.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion. All in favor?
I got discussion.
Okay.
This has been the governor assistance or what it came down.
Yeah.
The governor
When
came down and talked about
non-guests-
this initiative, the same one.
Well, that one was a partnership we did. This is the statewide one, the
Everybody.
Keep Louisiana Beautiful Greener Grounds Grant Program. If you look in your book at page 11 of 15, under tab 14, again, page 11 of 15, you'll see, this is the one that you see the statewide commercial. You'll see the commercials run all the time where you'll see someone say, I'm from such and such parish and we love our trash cans here, and they place them all over. But we have some deliverables back, so you'll see what both sides do in it. The city's deliverables are listed, so you have an exhibit A and B in there, and B is some of the stuff for Winterfest that we'll do. We'll do some social media advertising for them, where recycling stations are and where they can do it. And I think it's fair to say we get the bigger benefit than we give. We get more than we give.
And the money, how is that?
It's a grant.
Like, but what, okay, it's used towards litter abatement? Or
Yes, just litter. And if you go to page 6 of 15, you can see the revenue. I'm sorry. If you go to page 1 of 15, we'll start it in the background. And then the payment terms are in section 3 on page 2 of 15. It's not a large grant, but because we have deliverables back. So normally a grant of this type, we just accept if it's a pure grant, but if we have a deliverable back, it's a bilateral contract, we bring it to the council.
Okay.
Even though it's not a monetary deliverable from us.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 15, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the proposals received for electric transmission and distribution emergency services.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler,
Second.
second by Councilman Valord. Public comments. Mr. White?
Yes. Thank you, Madam President. So is this emergency backup? I'm just asking, or y'all don't know? Like emergency backups?
If we have outages and we
That's-
have to have things prepared, we don't have the people to do it.
Okay, that's, thank you.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 16, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an amendment to the cooperative endeavor agreement between the state of Louisiana and the city for additional funds for the Louisiana Watershed Initiative Project.
A motion, please.
Move.
Moved by Councilman Ballard, second.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, Mr. White. You good? Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 17, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Stripe Inc. for payment processing.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilman Johnson. Public discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 18, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with Rapides Parish Law Enforcement District relative to the Employees Health and Wellness Clinic venue program and related services. The administration is requesting that this item be delayed for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Second.
Second. Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Lloyd. Public comments, discussion. All in favor that this be delayed? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Nobody gonna say, what about outside town? Nothing.
Nobody had nothing to say. Nobody opened up their mouth.
Johnson probably don't even care. Just some now. Somebody, people gonna get screwed in here.
He trying to figure out how he gonna bring up all that other stuff. He's trying to figure out how he gonna do that, because you notice that was a short and sweet meeting, right? And we already in mid-month. The next time they come is gonna be at the end of the month, closer to the end of the month.
And you remember, see, we don't never get in trouble for what we say. We get in trouble for what we remember.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, Jerry Johnson said that they're gonna bring up an election in October.
Yeah.
And we said that.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And we remember that.
Yeah.
See, so it ain't that we saying nothing wrong. We said the same thing you said. Y'all know we forgot.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody
Then
get screwed.
then you got to cover with the lie you told at the beginning. And we'll never lie.
Somebody finna get screwed.
This is
They
just
up
so
to something.
weird that this meeting only lasts 13 minutes. Nobody, all the stuff that's going on, they didn't talk about nothing when it comes to the ideal, like you were saying, all the stores are closing. What are we going to be doing about bringing things here? None of that is in the conversation. None of that. You know,
They're closing.
and I told you, I read to y'all where he's asking for a mayor's assistance that specializes in retail sales, and the retail sales description is basically talking about needing somebody to know how to market Alexandria to investors or to potential people to come along. corporations or companies. He said this.
No,
Hmm?
Ms. McCall, that is ass backwards.
No, I'm just,
Yes.
I got
First
you.
of all, I know what you're saying. I know you're not saying that.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
First of all, we have to address the major issue. We have to address the crime first, which includes cameras. When you address the crime, then you get the numbers lower. Then you go out there and solicit people to come to Alexandria. You cannot solicit a prostitute to come to Alexandria to find houses like this.
But she ain't gonna get her money.
And she don't want to stand out there because it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
You can't know. You got the first adhere to the
Clean up
problem
your
first.
mess. Clean
Mhm.
up your mess first.
And then solicit companies saying, look, come to Alexandria and see what we have to offer. But guess what? They're not going to do that because the old money loses people.
Unless they already have somebody in mind. That's another thing me and Tavares was saying. They might already
Somebody
have,
wants to go in building.
yeah, somebody that can definitely move some stuff, right? So now this is what he says they were concentrating on. He said it plain as day. The Masonic Drive corridor.
Exactly.
And he's saying he's looking really for someone to be able to have experience with the healthcare industry. So what you're telling me is you bring these little, and I have an issue with them, and I don't care who don't agree with me, I'm fine with that. You bring these little box cart, artery clogging restaurants here, knowing that if we eat enough of that stuff, the only thing that's left for us to do is to go to the hospital and doctor. In the process, in the process of the ideal that Medicare and Medicaid, and they're getting ready to mess with that, figgle with that, right? So you're looking at healthcare coming in the Masonic, because you got to remember what's the hospital sitting right there on Masonic. What hospital is that? Okay. So you're looking for people who are in the healthcare industry to open up businesses in that area, because that's what he said. He specifically, it's for everything that's needed, but that's what he's concentrating. That's according to the description that he gave for this position that he's talking about. He's applying, that he's trying to get somebody to apply for. But what I believe, they already got somebody picked out. And got to remember, me working in the federal system and the crazy stuff they do, and being a former union member, they usually already have somebody in play. But the paper trail has to look like they've been looking for somebody. Okay?
You got to announce it.
Yeah, they got to put that announcement out. So when somebody says something about it, wait a minute, we put the announcement out. Believe me, I know. Yeah. Or
They know who they gonna get.
Or they'll take it down and then repost it. By the time they take it down, they're already gonna put somebody in that position. And then they'll repost it and say, when you ask about it, oh, we already hired somebody, already had somebody. Okay.
It was an announcement in the newspaper. Did you see
it? Yeah, exactly. But it's on their page, their City of Alexandria website, that position.
Well, Ms. McCall, I've been driving this truck 25 years. I've been driving a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What sells and what brings business to companies is they sell space.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandria is the center of the state.
Mm-hmm.
They can have so much stuff. And if you build a warehouse and say, hey, look, we got modern, updated warehouse that y'all can come lease or buy if you want to. And they tell them, hey, look, you got 2 hours to Shreveport, 2 hours to Lake Charles, 4 hours to Houston. This is a good hub for transportation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the job is called.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
It's tech savvy.
But they don't want that.
Right.
They don't want it, because if they wanted it, They would clean up the place first.
Or, yeah, ma'am.
But y'all
Clean
gotta,
it up.
but look at it from this standpoint. And when we look at how Alexandria used to be up until what Alexandria is now, everything really, like we said before, nothing's changed. I told you guys I moved back here in 1998, right? And I have been coming back and forth home in the military, coming home. And I noticed it's like nothing really changed. What is the reason why nothing really changed in Alexandria? Think about that, y'all. And then Ned Randolph was the mayor then. Then you had Jock come in. Nothing's changed. So you're saying things, and you're making all of this what we need, but you have been sitting in that seat nearly 20 years. So who can we blame that your city's not growing? Because that's one of the things mayors are supposed to do, is to make sure you have businesses and industry come into your city in order for your revenue, especially in the position y'all in, living 60% off the doggone ratepayers on utilities. So you should be, you're the one who should be romancing people and getting them here. You're the one who should be having conferences and stuff and bringing people here. That's your job, because you ain't doing nothing else with Alexandria, and I hate to say it, you're not.
Well, see, the thing about it is, they're not gonna bring somebody in here for them to see what's really going on.
Well, they have, because I don't know if you guys remember when Amazon was looking for headquarters, they came here to to Alexandria, because I went to their conference that they had. And that lady chewed Alexandria up. I'm sorry. She chewed Alexandria up, okay, and spit it out. In other words, she was like, ain't no way we bringing anything here. And she said that. She was, it was,
and because it needs to be clean.
it needs the infrastructure. She said, you guys don't have the infrastructure. That's what she was basically saying.
Oh, okay.
You don't have the infrastructure. You got to think about safety. You know how you low key say certain things?
Mm-hmm.
That's how she was talking. She was low key. And if you didn't catch what she was saying, you wouldn't have understood what she was saying. But I was catching it, and I was just sitting there like, damn, she eating us up. She was eating Alexandria up. And ain't no way.
Look at Pineville.
Pineville's going to outgrow Alexandria. Pineville's going to outgrow Alexandria, because what's happening is a lot of people are moving from from Alexandria to Pineville.
And all points in between.
Yeah. And what's happening is you're emptying out Alexandria. And again, we talked about this before. You're 60% utilities. You don't sell utilities on the grid as much, right? So you're not bringing in revenue. So the only thing you're doing, like Mr. DeBeat said, he said we're living off the backs of the people. That's what he said. He said that out of his mouth. So my thing is, that's what you're doing, because you're not bringing in the money. You're not bringing in that income that needs to be. They should not only be making money off of the utility. There should be money coming from major corporations, buildings, businesses, industries. There's no need, just like Nat just said, there is no need for them to sit in the middle of the of the state, and don't have hubs in and out where we have those warehouses. We have those trucking companies in and out, coming and delivering, and other ones picking up. There shouldn't be, in a city the size of Alexandria, and the places that they could set up those hubs and bring that money in. It's got to be something deeper than that. But I said this, now the old oligarchs are dying off if they're not already dead. So now you want to be an innovative person. We still ain't even, technology-wise, we're not up to par. We're not up to par in technology. So you got to look at that. That goes back to your technical infrastructure. We're not built right now to do any of that stuff, even if we wanted to, because you got to remember, AI is taking over everything. It don't take anybody to sit at a desk to make anything happen. It really don't anymore. To a certain extent, it don't. So you look at that one section, say you take the industrial parks, right? Create industrial parks, right? And then you put those warehouses there. That could be one section of money revenue coming in. Then you find another industry. It doesn't have to be a major or big industry, but an industry can bring in money revenue to the city, and you convince and you romance and you date them, and then you bring them in. Okay, so you can have several different major businesses here. You know what I'm saying? And all of them could be working around actually the warehouses.
They ain't gonna do that.
I know they're not, but I'm just saying they could do that. You think about it like this: when it comes to delivery, right? You got Amazon sitting on the outskirts. Again, people go on the outskirts of Alexandria. You got Amazon sitting in Boyce. Yeah. And it's not a big hub. Yeah, FedEx. You got FedEx. That's right. You got FedEx. So it's not a big hub of Amazon. But yet and still it's something. Now, I know somebody who works there. And this is one thing, and I'm saying this to you citizens, whoever's listening to me, when it comes to working there, they can't keep people. And I'm going to tell you what they said. I don't know if this is true, but this is someone who works there. Said the reason why they can't keep drivers is because they stay either smoked up or drugged up.
I don't feel sorry for the drivers.
No.
We was telling people,
Yeah.
we was telling people to get their forklift license and upgrade their get big skills. So that's see, it's like we talking to children.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, basically.
That's not in pre-K. That's
Yeah.
See, Alexandria don't have Amazon. Once yet.
Yeah.
What Amazon might wind up doing is everything. So Amazon really and make that bigger what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you got those out there too at Cowboy time.
Yeah. That's right.
Those warehouse. So see, and like I said, if I was them, we'll be out there, we'll be going soliciting loans, Dollar General, all of them come saying, look,
UPS,
your business
because UPS is paying a pretty penny to be on Government Street.
Yeah, and I would tell the people, hey, bring your business to Alexandria. You're the center of the town. You just tell you, all you got to do is tell them, hey, look, we can cut your operating costs by being right here.
Yep.
That's some major deals, girl.
I know. Well,
operating costs.
Yeah, but look, you got to think it's a little bit over 100 miles. You got Opelousas, you got Karen Crow sitting there, and that's Karen Crow. That's in Karen Crow. So you got that right there, and that's I didn't know it was a store. It's actually an Amazon store too. I didn't know that till the person who told me that works for Amazon said that it's a store too. I said we got to go up there. I didn't realize it was a store. So
they get everything just bring right to the show.
Yeah. So they got one in Baton Rouge, and they building one in New Orleans too. And they got one in Shreveport. They got one in Shreveport too, I think.
I think they got one in Monroe too.
And Monroe, yeah.
They don't go out and compete for nothing. But you can't compete when you ain't don't have nothing to compete with.
That's right.
You supposed to solicit. Hey man, come on now, Alexandria. We got you. Look, we got modern day cameras. See, I hop on them. It's gonna take about, if they get those cameras, it might take about 4 or 5 years for people to really see the numbers of crime going down.
I think it's sooner than that, Nat. I'm gonna tell you why. Soon as you put them cameras up, I think all that's going. I truly believe
that's gonna stop.
I don't believe people gonna be doing the stuff that they doing. I don't think. I don't think they're gonna outright do it. They're gonna get caught on camera unless they desperate.
So we got, just those issues. Listen, man, about that. You know what? I think it's the same people who didn't want Newport to come to Alexandria. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're so right about that.
You see,
Yeah.
they didn't want them to come to Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
You see, why would you fight?
That could
Well,
be.
see, they don't want the slaves on to go on another plantation. That's what it is.
They had somebody for UPS.
Yeah.
Where they paying
Yeah.
money.
And you go outside there.
Free open.
Yeah. So they're trying to keep a handle on, because that's going on most all these restaurants or these deals.
Sure do.
You know, if people decide to get jobs, they'll hold into them.
Mm-hmm.
Franchise.
Mm-hmm.
They decide to go out there and get jobs. You see, they no, we don't need y'all to go nowhere. Y'all ain't gonna leave no. Please don't leave me. Just like they did when slaves got free. I paid it. Listen, you stay here. Just don't leave. Yeah, I'll get it. That's all. That's why they don't want a better job, Carl.
Yeah.
It's by design.
Yeah.
You see, it's by design.
Yeah.
If I get a better job, I can move probably out just 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and they don't want that. You gotta understand. People want to come down to the schools. They don't want no bitches over there in Peabody District because Peabody will get taxes off of that.
Yep.
See, that's something you don't really want to. Folks really don't understand. They
Yep.
put Sam and Abdi over there. Abdi, they don't pay no tax for 7 years. They don't.
You said Abu Dhabi. He's so stupid.
You see, they gone after 7 years. The tax base is gone.
Yeah.
If they need to talk,
You know what though? That if they put one thing up within that 7 years, they still got their taxes exempt.
see, so we don't. The tax system is just gone.
They don't want to do that.
Yeah. Why we don't have no areas to eat no good quality food down those by the time?
Why
By
you
design.
don't have no black restaurants? All these people in Alexandria, you mean tell me you don't have a black restaurant except Pamela on the Bayous and Mona's? Come on now.
Yeah. In a predominantly black black city, you should have, it should be so many black country, or when I say country cooking restaurants in Alexandria. Why is it that we don't have that? You know, somewhere like I was telling
a church on that corner.
Yeah. I was talking to my husband, and I was saying how would be great, the kids are in school and there should be a like a meal prep, like where, and it actually somebody's actually done this idea, but it's not here, where your restaurant is actually not a restaurant, but it's where you order your food and they prep it for you, and all you do is pick it up on your way, picking up the kids from the school. And then you don't have to cook because the food is already ready. You just take it home and take it out, warm it up, and feed the kids. I forgot what this it's two women who did it, and I forgot what they called it, but they literally was successful in that. So it's not no sitting down restaurant. It's you order your food and you literally pick it up, just like Pizza Hut or one of those, but it's nutritious food, healthy food that you can order, and they make it, and then you pick it up, and you feed your family with it.
They used to do something like that at Country Day.
Mm-hmm.
Country Day didn't have no cafeteria. They got their outside.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, think about it. That would be a great nutrition, since we talking about nutrition, and we trying to avoid our family dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. What do? You put things in place to prevent that. And food is a big major thing in Louisiana. We eat food. Besides Mississippi, I think we're the largest. We're the ones with all the weight. So if you want to avoid all of that, why don't you create these cookers, these women and men who know how to cook, create that atmosphere where you don't have to do nothing but make the food And when the person they order what they want, and it's like catering, almost like catering. Pack it up like a catering cake and take it on about your business and go feed your family. I'm not saying do it every night. You could probably get a subscription with them or whatever way you want to fix it up where you don't have to, because they're prepped meals. They're already prepped. So all you got to do is pick them up and go, or they have a delivery service.
Right.
They could deliver. Okay, today I got to go deliver to Johnson's family, the Jackson family, such and such and such. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them know I'm on my way and drop off the food. You see what I'm saying? There's so many innovative ways things can get done here, but you got to have the mindset, and you got to keep all these people who don't want to see this happen out of your ear. That's what you got to do. And like you said, you got to take care of the crime. Now, talking about a little bit about crime. So, and I think we talked about this before. I want you guys to take time out to go check out the Baltimore mayor. The mayor of Baltimore. Go check him out and look at what he's done. Not Westmore, that's the governor. The mayor of Baltimore, Maryland, has decreased crime when it comes to juvenile because of the programs that he spent money. And again, he is the mayor of the city. It wasn't no organization. It was him, the mayor, got some funds and took those funds and invested it into the children and started job programs, recreation programs, education programs. And their crime with juveniles went down. That's what your mayors are supposed to do. Reinvest into the kids. Now, I said it earlier, and I was on my Facebook page, and I put a post up. I said, y'all remember when the mayor had all the community centers locked up? Y'all remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
But you're hollering about crime. You lock up the community centers, but y'all building juvenile centers and Renaissance centers and jails and prisons. But you locked up the community centers. Remember when Cynthia Perry had couldn't feed the people for Thanksgiving in the community center? Remember that? So this is what I'm saying. When you holler about crime, let's look at the perpetrator. The perpetrator ain't always the people. The perpetrator is the main one who can make the decision, because the people can't make a decision. The mayor can, and his administration can, and your council. So, and now the only thing I think they got open is the Boys and Girls Club, and it's almost like you got to go through the act of Congress to even use that. So, my thing is, quit complaining about the kids. That's what I'm saying. Quit complaining about the crime with children and all that. Quit complaining about it, because at the end of the day, that during that time, those community centers could have been open for all kinds of recreation stuff. Hey, Miss Kathy.
They didn't even want to fix it up.
They didn't. Yeah, no. So this is the question I tell any parent that has their kids in the Rapides Parish school system, is to find out about these community centers. Because I know y'all remember when they locked them doors on them community centers. And at the time, it was Jock in office when they did that. And I don't think Mr. Hall did the same thing. I think they both had those doggone community centers locked up tight and nobody could get in them. So when you see all this, what are community centers? They were put in African American neighborhoods for those kids, so specifically, because they don't have them in the rich white neighborhoods. They only have them in the poor Black neighborhoods. That's what they were used for. The federal government created those community centers for just that, for the children in those.
They were looking up the basketball.
Yeah, didn't want them at the basketball court, didn't want them to do anything. So don't get mad at the kids when there's opportunities to make sure that they get what they need, and you're not even trying to provide it. You're trying to avoid them from getting it. Don't complain. Don't get mad. And don't want to be ready to arrest them or throw them in jail or juvenile or try to find, like we were talking about that I think he's the former district attorney and doggone Judge Lampert. That truancy program. It's mighty funny that truancy program showed up after they started talking about renovating after that doggone tax renewal went through for the expansion of the Renaissance. Just mighty funny. It's just suspect right now.
No, ain't no suspect on that.
Okay. So I'm just saying, you're part of the problem instead of part of the solution. You're part of the problem. I don't know if they're still closed right now or not. I'm not for sure if they're still closed or not. But I know the Boys and Girls Club is open because I think they have a commercial that they have where the senior citizens or the mature women are doing exercises or something.
Exercise.
But other
Is
than
that
that,
at the Boys and Girls Club?
I don't know if it's at the bird. I don't know. I thought that's where it was, but I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if any of those community centers open. Like right now, it should be every one of them open, and it should be some afternoon, after school programs going on at every one of them. That's what I believe. And they should be open every school year, and they should be open every summer. Keep them learning. You keep them busy. They ain't got time to get into nothing. You keep them busy. They ain't got time for all of that. You keep them stimulated with positive stuff. They don't have time for that. And I blame the churches too. I went on my tangent about the churches already. All of them, they should have their doors wide open for everybody to get what they need out of them, because that's what you're here to serve the people, the community. How are you going to ignore the main people that pays the bills? How are you going to ignore them and not provide for them? That's why I said,
you're going to come home.
Yeah. So that's why I said he's a lame duck mayor, because he hasn't done anything.
He's too busy listening to what's going on your side.
Oh, in Pineville?
No, y'all.
Oh, you talking about our show? Oh, you talking about our show? Well, I mean, I don't care. Look, he can listen. We ain't biting our tongues over here. Y'all already know. We've been doing this too long. We ain't biting our tongues. He's too
busy listening and answering those questions instead of going somewhere else and do something that's constructive.
Well, he's been pretty quiet, I guess, because for a while we had been quiet. We hadn't said nothing. We hadn't talked about nothing.
He's gonna start back up again.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you guys have community centers in your communities. So are they open for the kids now that they're back in school? Did you know on average? Let me share something with y'all to show you why it's so important about education. Let me find that. That's why I share stuff on my Facebook page. I don't care who don't like what I said on my Facebook page. It's really not mine. It belongs to Facebook. But I want to show you something. Oh, let's see here. And then we'll talk about that. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Here it goes. Let me share this with you guys so you can see what I'm talking about and how important education is supposed to be to us. Let me share this with you guys. So this is what the statistics says about U.S. students. U.S. students reading and math scores at historic lows. It says high school students, especially 12th graders, are reading and learning math and science at historical lows, according to a new report from the National Assessment of Education Progress. Make sure y'all can see that. Yeah, y'all can see that. Okay, let me go back over here. It says here, the report shows almost half of high school seniors are now testing below basic levels in math and reading, and approximately 35% are at or above a proficient reading level, while 32% of them had a below basic reading proficiency. This is our kids. This is our kids.
Well, Mr. McCall, what, excuse me what I'm going to say, what you think going to happen when we all got cell phones?
Got you. Yeah, I got you. I got what you're saying.
You don't need to know how to spell no more. You know, and then they short things, they short stuff, TBH, LOL. So they can't spell because they don't see words anymore.
That's right.
And so
They don't see words no more.
They busy on Facebook.
no, we're based. Yeah, you right. And that's why one of the things, and this is like I said, I was telling them Monday night when we were talking about the kids on Monday night show. I was telling them what I did with the kids when I was working in Texas. They had their cell phones because at the time, now you can't have your cell phones in school. But when I was there, they could have their cell phones because it was like, they still had their cell phones from COVID because, everything was done on the computer. So I told them this because even though they had their cell phones during class time, they're not supposed to have them out. So what I would tell them was, if you pull out your phone in this class, you will have to read what you're looking at on your phone. You will have to stand up in front of the class and tell us what's so interesting on your phone. And do you know, all the time I was there, and that was my rule, they never pulled out their phones. Because they didn't want to read in front of everybody. I said, I don't care what it is. I don't care what you're looking at. I want you to read. We want to know what's interesting you and disrupting you from the class. So I want you to stand up and read to me what you have on your cell phone. What you're looking at. What's so interesting? And do you know they didn't do that? It's really many, many ways that you can do things without hurting anybody, without the cussing and hollering and all that. There's many, many ways. And a lot of these teachers, to me, what I saw, they're not trained. They're not properly trained. And because the school system designs majority of the stuff that needs to be done, a lot of them is simple things that you can do with kids that will change their mind on how they do stuff. Literally. And I learned, well, because I worked with kids before when I was at the Youth Challenge program. So I have that experience on how to deal with kids who have behavioral problems. There was one little boy, he was a little black boy, and I noticed how they were treating him because majority of the classes that I was in, majority of the black kids were definitely minorities, okay? So I was noticing how they were handling him. So they gave him to me as a one-on-one. I got him to do all his homework. And you guys, I'm not telling you this to say, pat me on the back. I'm saying when they see us, let me say this again. When they see us, they act a little different. When they see a lot of us, they act differently. Even from the little kids on up, because I worked with little kindergarten, Head Start, all the way up to high school. And when they see a lot of us, especially women and then men, our black children act differently. They truly act differently. And that's what we're not seeing enough of. And knowing how to handle them and talk to them. Because now, the things that we used to could do with our children, you can't do them in school anymore. You just can't do it. Remember when, I think it was Williams, I think that's her name, that's on the school board, wanted to bring back corporal punishment. Y'all remember that?
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Burgess.
Miss Burgess, I'm sorry, I said Williams.
Oh, okay.
Wanted to bring back corporal punishment. And then we saw that video of that that cockstrong little man, I'll call him a little man, handle both of them teachers.
And he handled them too.
So and I'm not saying corporal punishment. I think something else could have took place, but I'm not agreeing with corporal punishment. I'm not.
And then you don't never know what happened at home before he left to go to school.
Yeah, and that's another thing I talked about too. A lot of times these kids go through pure hell at home. And they come to school and they don't know how to handle what's going on, what happened at home. So they come to school and they don't know how to react to it. And that's right. They can't concentrate.
And they just left.
Mm-hmm. We have kids that are adults at home because that's the role their mom and dad put them in, or their mom does. So they're grown people at home when all they want to do is be children. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mr. Carl, on that note right there, sometimes mama put them in a strange position.
That's what I'm saying. You're right. You're 100% correct.
If it ain't got no man in the house, mama tell him at a young age that
he's the man of the house. No.
So when a man do come in, it's a mess.
That's right.
You gotta fight them.
You gotta fight that man. That's right.
So he don't know what a man is. And then he get to a certain age, he get tall, he think he a man.
That's right. You're right. You're 100% correct.
They create problems right there.
That's right.
I never told my son, I told Chuck, no, you're not the man of the house. I'm the man of the house. Now, you my second in command while I'm gone. You got the man of the house. Yeah, because then they'll try to do it later on and be killing now.
Exactly.
It go further and further. You give them an inch to take them out, and then after the mile, they're gonna take the whole damn place.
And I think, and I want us to understand this, and let us understand that some people, some of our children, they come from a long line of bad seeds. Let's put that out there. Let's put that out there first and foremost. Some of our kids come from a long line of bad seeds. From grandpa, from great grandpa, all the way down to to mom now, or dad now. You come from a line of bad seeds, and you ain't seen nothing but bad stuff all the time. From grandma, from great grandma, you done seen so much tragic and so much trauma. So you don't know how to be normal. You see what I'm saying? What we consider normal. Let me put it to you like that. What we consider normal.
There's no such thing as normal.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You're right.
When you get to dealing with kids, it's a lot of variables that plays a part.
That's right.
Mom and dad may split up, and the boy really won't spend time with daddy, but mom won't let him because she mad.
Yeah.
The boy says mom won't give daddy no more booty, and daddy don't want to spend time with the boy.
Yeah. It's dysfunctional.
You see the
It's funny.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Funny. Yeah, everything is funny.
Yeah.
You know, so it creates a problem. Well, a lot of stuff can be dealt with if we co-parent the right way. And kids don't see us arguing and fussing amongst each other.
Yeah.
See? And you know, because when they see that from 4 and 5 years old, they don't know how to act because they never see nobody civilized.
Yeah, they've never seen it. Yeah, they don't know what that is.
I'm a strong proponent, and we need to start taking the boy back to the barber.
You were saying
you get that barbershop.
No, go ahead.
Because when you get that barbershop, talk about everything. What's the best whiskey? Who the best basketball player? What the best cook in town? But when Papa get through arguing, it was going to get through arguing. There's not one fight involved.
Or you can take
It's
the
conflict resolution.
conflict resolution, but you can also do classes and have group chats. When I say chats, I'm talking about them sitting face to face with adult men and talking with them to get those problems or whatever they're going through. That can happen. That's what churches used to do. I don't know what they do now, but I know when I used to be in church, you had those youth male groups, you had those youth female groups, and you had adults in there and they're talking out their problems. You used to have that. I don't know what happened. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, see, Mr. Carl, well, that's putting on the show, though.
Why are you saying that's putting on the show? What
Because that's what it is.
why do you say it's a show? Because I was very serious about it.
Sure, but that's putting on the show because it's not real.
So what's not
It's
real?
only real to us.
But what made okay?
Because they're not seeing.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
No, I'm going. Go ahead.
Because they're not seeing two men actually get into it.
But why would they want to
Solving
see?
the issues?
Oh, you talking about conflict resolution?
Yes, ma'am. Because if I see this, remember, these black men look just like I do. So if I see them acting like this, so when I get into it with somebody else, man, look, hey, bro, look, you got your opinion, I got mine. We ain't got to fight about it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you can talk at the kid and not really talk to the kid.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of
They can
times.
see it for that. Yeah, so they can see it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not putting on the show, but I'm telling you, every time you go to a barber shop, it's LeBron James and Michael Jordan, who's best. It's gonna be like that. You see, so and it's not a show. It's just like man, for real. But they didn't even fight. You see, so some stuff you just gotta. You can't be told or told. Some things you just gotta find out.
Gotcha. I got you. I understand what you're saying now. Not saying it that way, because you're basically. I was talking about them just being able to talk out their problems. You're basically talking about how to do conflict resolution. Is that what you were talking about? Okay.
And your problems get brought up at the barbershop. Because you know that old man ain't looking. Boy, look, let me tell you what you need to do, son. So you don't need to do that because your ass going to penitentiary you do it like this, son. So this what you do, son. If you see trouble coming, like I learned this from my granddad before he died. You can hang with a bunch of people. When you see trouble coming, always have something to do. And then we're gonna do this. So they start talking about what we're gonna do later on tonight. Man, I gotta watch my brothers so I can't go nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. You see, so but a lot of stuff, you know, you can talk to them. Because sometimes they gotta see stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. See it, my own stuff. You know, not like my son. My son ain't never been no fight, Mr. Gold. He never been no fight. Now, the football field is different. It's a different story. But he never been in a fight. Because he said that I don't have time for that. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, it does.
So, you know, you can see, you know, he never seen me get out of line with nobody. Not, well, I did, but, you know, he was younger. But, yeah, but other than that, now, you know, men got to be men too, Mr. Carl. That's a bigger problem in America when it comes down to the young black men. We don't want to get old.
Okay.
It's not me, but it's a sad thing to get old. We still want to be 40's the new 20. No, 40's 40.
Yeah.
Just 40 is 40. It ain't 40's the new 20. They sagging more than the young kids.
I know. I see that. I seen that.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is
what,
so go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So who's gonna teach the 18, 19-year-old kid if the 30, 40-year-old kid, if the 30, 40-year-old man want to look just like they do? You know, they looking at him like, man, you gonna tell me something when you look like I did? This 30, 40-year-old man still trying to count the notches of women that he got under his belt. How do you talk? He's still trying to make a rap CD.
Yeah.
You're not giving him no guidance. So So when you don't give me no guidance, then we act like you don't have no guidance.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and everybody got a part that he play. The women have to let responsible men. The women have to let responsible men in their kids' lives. It don't have to be a relationship, sexual, nothing like that. It just has to be responsible, man. And look, let me go on and do this here. You can check my background and do whatever you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
but let me help you with him.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and the women shouldn't take that as a man trying to holler just because he's trying to help with his child.
Well, that's
Help
what.
with your child.
Yeah, but that's the mentality of lots of women, and they don't even understand that that's not what everybody's trying to do. Everybody don't want to be with no, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to be in no relationship. Lots of people just want to help. And yeah, you're right. Some people don't understand that.
Yeah, you know, one time, I had a young man at the barbershop. Like I said, we going to the barbershop on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We going to get us donuts, we going to the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was talking with his son. He gets mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know who you is. Let me call his mama. And you ain't his mama talk that out.
Yeah.
Because I don't have nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lit on this boy about 6 months. I ain't never seen you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's my seed. You and the mama got something going on? Hell no. No, I don't. You see?
Mm-hmm.
But if he was doing his job, I would have to do it.
Exactly. That's right.
You see, so we as black men, y'all women, y'all do y'all part. Y'all nurture much as y'all can.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hug much as y'all can. Y'all the staple of the black community. Y'all need help.
Yeah, it's
Y'all need help.
and a lot of it too, Nat, you have younger women. See, back in the day when women were young and having babies, they were mostly married. You know, men like to marry, pedophiles like to marry them young girls. So when they're young and they have them babies, they were the wife. They weren't just girlfriends.
Yeah.
You got to remember that.
Yeah.
So that model was already there, knowing even though she was a young girl, she was a mom and she was a wife. Opposed to what we have now. We have a whole bunch of single young girls having babies. So lots of times the kids grow up with the mama.
Well, and another thing, Carl,
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't have big mama no. It ain't no more big mamas.
No, those were going to go out the door anyway. I mean, that was going to happen anyway.
Well, here's the thing. Big mama did her thing, but big mama had respect. You don't have nobody want to be big mama no more. Where kids can come, where the young girls go to the old lady and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And say, hey, look, big mama, what's going on? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. Now, big mama in the club, she ain't got time. Look, she called herself grandma, not grandma. Grandma. Yeah. I'm like, no, you're a grandmother now. G-Mo. What? No, you grandma. No, I'm not either. I'm too young to be there. You should talk about them when you had too, baby. Nobody want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody want to be Uncle Curtis. You know, Uncle Curtis, the one working on the car, talking all that noise.
Mm-hmm.
Cussing it. The girl bring the boyfriend by, the boyfriend can't change no time. Uncle Curtis talk about it like a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't change no time?
Mm-hmm.
No, sir. You don't need to be my news again. No, you can go see about your business.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to grow up. In the black community, nobody wants to grow up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Think about that. Nobody wants to grow up.
Everybody wants to stay at a certain, because you know what? That's where they're comfortable at. You know, they don't want to be adults. Nobody wants to adult anymore. It's too much work.
Too much responsibility.
Yeah.
Too much responsibility.
Too much responsibility.
Yeah. But you got the Silver Fox Club, all the old men looking good,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Say, man, you ain't got no dirt on your fingernails no more? No, I don't do something like that. Oh, okay, I got you.
No, I think they do. It's just that they clean up very well. That's what happens. They clean up very well, and a lot of them own their own companies and stuff. So a lot of them don't have to do that, and a lot of them don't have kids or grandkids. So they don't, that you got to remember now also that the population where we're not dropping babies like we used to. Okay, women ain't having babies, and men ain't trying to get them pregnant. A lot of men now, this young generation, these younger people are trying to have, populate the earth, repopulate the earth. But the older ones, like in their late 30s, nobody ain't trying to be no mama and no daddy and all that. Ain't nobody want that. No, they want their freedom.
Yeah, you're right.
Think about it from that standpoint.
See that? See what you just said? Freedom. She still have her freedom and still be big mama though.
No,
But
she
all
don't.
big mamas ain't like kids.
I know all of them didn't have kids, but that's not something they want to be. They just don't want to be that. I mean, like you said, that generation, the baby boomers, like my generation, nope, they don't want that. They don't want her. They want to travel, have a good time, hang out with their girlfriends, go here, do this, shop. They don't want to be caught with no doggone babies, tied down with no babies. No.
And most of them don't own a cookbook.
Yeah. Now, wait a minute. You talking about, wait a minute. No, who you talking about? You mean the mamas?
These young kids, these young ladies, they don't know how to cook no more. They don't know no cookbook or nothing.
There was
Grandma teach you nothing.
the thing. This
It
is
was
so.
expensive.
This is so weird because a friend of mine and I, we always bounce different ideas off each other's heads all the time, and we wanted to. And nobody don't take anybody listening. Don't try to take my damn idea. I'm just letting you know. We wanted to buy a house, right, or rent it or lease it or whatever, and turn it completely into a home where young women can come and learn how to maintain a house.
Yeah, but how you gonna do that when you say they want to travel and stuff like that?
No, you're not listening. I'm talking about you have people who want to do it, who wants to teach them how to cook, fold clothes, take care of them, the whole 9 yards. And they come and they'll stay in the house during the time of the program, because we would make it into a program, and they will stay there and they will do all the things. They will take turns. Say we get about 5 or 6 women that go through the program. Women too can come, and they are learning how to do those things the old-fashioned way. Because, like you said, if you don't have those grandmas in, you have somebody who knows how to do all that, and they are teaching them the basics, right? On how to fold clothes, how to wash clothes, how to clean up, how to, because a lot of these young girls don't even know how to do that. A lot of them don't know how to do that. So you're teaching them all those skills, right? And so when they finish with the program, they actually get it's a certificate, but it helps them, and it'll make them feel proud that they did something that they can take home and do. You understand what I'm saying? They can take that home. And if they're young wives, right, like you have young wives, then those are the things. They know how to time manage everything. And then you incorporate kids, because lots of these young girls got kids. So you incorporate the kids in the program too. So when do you feed the child? When the child gets fussy, how do you handle them? Do you holler and scream at them? We had the whole thing planned out, because that's what I do. See, that's what I do with my friends. That's the kind of conversations I have with some of my friends. It's creating programs.
See, big mama said when the baby go to sleep, you go to sleep too.
That's right. That's right. You lay down and take you a nap, or if you can't take a nap and there's things to be done in the home, that's when you wash the clothes, or fold up clothes if it need to be folded. Go ahead and prep your kitchen for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Have everything already out. So all you got to do when the baby wake up, you can put her, in a high chair, put her in a playpen and let her play while you cook the food. You understand what I'm saying? So it was, we got so excited when we came up with that idea. We were so excited because we were just like naming off stuff. So those are the things we can do for our young mothers, or even young girls. Don't even have to have kids. It's just the idea of something that they would know how to do, because as we just said, a lot of these people, these young girls, are having babies young. So the girls, the young ladies and males, are growing up at the same rate. I can say that about me and Tavares. I was 19 when I had Tavares, right? So we literally almost grew up together.
Now watch this,
Mm-hmm.
Why they don't teach that Alexander housing authority?
Shut up. You got, and you know what? You 100% correct, because you know what? They have vacant apartments that they can set up for that. You're right.
Why don't you say that Alexander House Authority?
Yep.
Make sure you keep your apartment. Why
Yep.
don't you say that?
Yep. You 100% correct. You put everything in there. You give them, don't give them no dishwasher. We ain't doing no dishwasher. We're going to wash dishes. You do the laundry. You have a laundromat that they can take the clothes. You have the whole setup, just like they literally live there. Okay. And what you do is you put about 3 or 4 people in the program, right? And you can do it in different houses, but you'll have a mother over each house that teaches them how to do everything. Conflict resolution can happen in there because you're living in a house with different people, right? So if there's something happens where, you know, you don't, you know, some where they can't, some like you're supposed to watch this, you didn't watch this, and you sit down, get that group together. Let's see how we can handle it. Put them on the schedule.
Yeah.
All of that can be done.
Write it down, the daughter.
Yeah.
Write it down and look. You know another thing can be done at the house, daughter?
Yeah.
When they refuse to do it?
What?
Teach them how to buy houses.
Yep.
Teach them how to get their credit clean.
Yep.
Buy houses.
Well, they were doing
Why
those
not teach them that?
classes. They were doing those classes because I went to 1 or 2 of them. They were doing those. I don't say the housing authority, but there was organizations that were doing that.
Okay.
But that's been,
Yeah.
like I said, that was years ago. I couldn't even tell you when they did that, but they were actually doing that. But yeah, I think that's an excellent idea at the housing authority. I think that is an excellent idea because you got vacant houses that nobody's living in out there.
That's right. And let that model home be, hey, look.
That be the
Yeah, this claim, that claim.
That's right. That's right. You sure can. And if you want to if you wanted to do like two to 3 groups like that, then you give us 3 of those apartments and put somebody over each one of those apartments, and they'll be the ones in there making sure everything's done.
Yeah. So when it comes special time, these young girls can start
That's right.
already.
And they can, they'll know how to do it. And we're not saying, let me say this, you guys, we are not saying that's where they're going to live. We're saying those are model apartments that can be used for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's government funded anyway.
That's right.
Anyway.
That's right. You're right.
Why not use it?
Why not use it? Because they're not being used. They're empty apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, you know, it's like, right, thinking like that.
Yeah, we got to stop it.
Yeah. You get in trouble.
You know, anytime we come up with these ideas, and if you start there, even with the young men, and then you can switch it over where you have 3 months with the girls and then 3 months with the boys. And they do the same thing.
But they didn't know the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They want to get sick.
And ain't nobody trying to turn them feminine. They need to know how to take care of themselves. Let me tell you something. If something was to happen to me, my husband know how to take care of himself. If something was happening to me, and Tavares had to know, Tavares knows how to cook, clean, and do the whole 9 yards. He know how to do all that already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to depend on no woman to do that. None whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you want your young men to be able to maintain themselves. And this fantasy that you're supposed to have a woman at your beck and call and serving you, no, that's not how it works. I don't know where they got that from, but that's not how it works. Because if she's not there, you're going to have to maintain yourself either way it goes. Or you're going to pay somebody to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want that, and that's another way of any of that busy energy that they have. They ain't got time to be messy. They ain't got time to be in the streets fighting and people videotaping them. They ain't got time for none of that because they're going to be actually working. They get out of school and they come back. They come right over there after school. They get their homework done, and then they start doing all the chores they need to do, whatever their assignment is. And on the weekends, they're going to be acting like that's their house. And if you don't want to complete the program, because you put your strict rules in place. Because that actually you get with the school system, and you can add that as one of the classes they have to mandatory take.
Well, I told them some call. They should. I wouldn't teach that in school.
But we did teach it in school.
Did you listen? You did. I took, yes, everybody took monkey bread. Everybody made it first.
Wait a minute, what you
But
saying?
I was,
Wait a minute, wait.
took monkey,
I didn't cook monkey bread. I'm sorry. I didn't cook no monkey
you
bread.
took the monkey bread?
No, not no.
You know Miss Coleman, right?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do home economics here.
Oh, yeah, I did. Made that monkey bread, made it first. Yeah.
No. I did my home economics in sixth grade. I think sixth grade, and that was in Saginaw, Michigan. And we didn't do, we sewed. We didn't make purses. We actually sewed clothes. We made clothes. We cooked and we made clothes.
Okay, now going back to your boys' kitchen again.
Wait a minute. What? Wait, hold up. Why is it poor? I just got what you said. Yeah, I made this coral color skirt and I had a blouse to match it, and we had to model it at the end of the school. After we literally had to model all the clothes we made. So not only did my mom show me how to sew, we also learned in home economics.
Yep. Oh, tell Miss Captain Powell, hey, Miss Captain Powell, good to see you. Yeah, but now you go to sixth grade. Now why I had to wait to high school?
No, I don't know. Up north is a little different. Schools are different up north. That's all.
Exactly what I was trying to tell. Once again.
We knew how to watch. Our home economics was based off of sewing and cooking and life skills.
In what grade?
Sixth grade.
Sixth. Thank you. Yeah, went to high school. Once again, the same book you read in the seventh grade.
Oh, Jesus.
Education. Once again.
Oh, Jesus, you wrong.
It's there.
Oh, Lord.
It's there. Now you understand it now.
Yeah. I got you now. I see what you're saying now. I get you 100%. So it's just like I said, it's too many things that we could do with our kids now before it gets too late.
Yeah.
It's too many things. It's too, but when you set up a system to fail, you put all the things in place to make sure it fails. Remember, okay, y'all, listen. Tell me in the chat, do y'all remember that other superintendent? Remember that other superintendent was trying to close down all those schools? Y'all remember that? What's his name? What was his name? Oxtix? Do y'all remember him? Bald-headed little guy. He had a bald head.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember they were trying to close down the schools back then?
Mm-hmm.
They made a big deal about trying to close down those black elementary schools. And remember how they were going to put all those kids in one grade? I mean, in one school, they was going to have kindergarten or first grade or whatever, middle school, and all these schools combined together. Remember when they were trying to do that?
Just like the both.
Yep. They would see y'all. They were planning on doing something with our kids long time ago. Matter of fact, I think I got the video of us going to that meeting at Bolton High at the auditorium. And then we went to one at Ash too.
Yeah. People didn't, like about the setup of Peabody. And they set Peabody up for a downfall.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah.
And nobody did,
And I guess with me being an alumni, I don't say a lot about Peabody other than what I see or what I've heard, because I'm not really involved inside the school and what's going on inside the school. Because I kind of turned my, I don't know how you say that, my feelings, because I see so much going on. It's like, okay, let me concentrate over here. I would love to get involved, but it's too many compromised people that's in this education system here. To me, that's what I'm seeing. It's too many compromised people that you can't fight with.
there's too many clicks too.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
I yeah, see, I don't do clicks.
Yeah.
We don't do clicks.
So you got to get nobody click to make sure that
And but you know, I'm a standalone kind of girl. I'm a standalone kind of woman. I can stand by myself and get shit done because we've done it before. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the ideal that the curriculum for school and what they're doing, I just think it's designed to fail. I do. I think the emphasis on the things that we're trying to stay up with the signs of the times, I guess, we're missing out on a lot of stuff. Now, let me tell y'all something. The high school that I worked at in Frisco, I can't remember the name of the high school because I worked at 15 different schools. One of the schools literally has a whole full-blown kitchen. Did you hear what I just said? They were training them to be chefs. So they needed they literally have a whole kitchen set up. Like a restaurant kitchen.
Well, Mr. McCall, you and I know what's going on up there, though.
Yeah.
It's growing, and they got tax-based businesses there, so they can afford stuff like that.
That's right. And one of the classes we were in, one of the assignments that they were doing was they were creating menus for their restaurants. Did you hear what I said? They were literally creating the menus for their restaurants. I'm just saying.
See, they were training them to go out there and start a business. They weren't training them.
There you go.
They were training them to get out there and work.
There you go. There you go.
You see, they were training them to get out there and work. They were training them to get out there and start a business.
Start a business, not work for nobody.
Just like you do that 3 years straight or all 4 years of high school. What you can learn, the inventory, the out, the in, the outs, and all that stuff right there.
Yep.
All you got to do is get your permits to get a building.
Yeah. That's right.
How much you got to serve to make some money?
Yeah.
How much force you got to serve? That's really a job. Your own business. You see, and if you can go do the survey and see how many kids that actually got their own business when they left their place, I bet the numbers be high.
Yeah.
The numbers be high.
Their curriculum is so different. They teach them skills not to set up to work for other people. They teach them skills that they can do their own thing. And you're so correct with that. That is so on point. And it's crazy. We don't have. Now, I thought Peabody has a newsroom. I thought they had a newspaper, and I thought they had a courtroom.
Well,
I got to do a visitation. I got to see if I can do a visitation because I haven't been to Peabody.
Oh, you got to be far more speed dial. I mean,
what?
I know you have something very come on speed dial, don't you? I mean,
oh, you like that? You like that? Okay. You like that?
But they got that. But you see what happened when the other principal that ain't making rap videos. You remember for homecoming, they had all the rap videos and stuff out. And but they still that they had rap videos in the courtroom and stuff like that. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
See, what they need to do with that stuff right there is take their junior high kids and bring them to a court proceeding right there at Peabody. Because now remember, they entertain at Peabody because they do the Oz there. You know how Oz Street every year?
I know. I played in the Wizard of Oz. That's how long they've been doing that. That's how long. Look, that's how long they've been doing it. I played in the Wizard of Oz. Sure did.
Oh,
forget you, man. I did. I sure did.
They need to bring those kids from junior high to see stuff like that. Because I'm telling you, those kids, they don't watch those kids. They're not going to come to Peabody.
Mm-hmm.
Peabody is going to be like it used to be. They got a long way to go if they ever get back to that mark.
Yeah.
But they need to bring those junior high kids and let them see something. Because remember now, they already used Peabody swimming pool.
Yeah. Everybody get to use the Peabody swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, so, but if Peabody got it, if they just utilize it, right? I think those ladies over there, I think they'll do a good job if they had some kind of support.
Yeah.
The community needs to support them more instead of just homecoming.
Yeah, but again, you said something very important. You said these cliques, these church cliques, and these church cliques spills over into the school cliques and all in the work cliques and stuff like that. So they all kind of spill over. That's why I said I stand alone. I know a lot of people, and I can stand alone. I don't have no problem with not dealing with people. I can do it. You give me the right materials and the resources and the tools. And I tell anybody that if I don't know how to do it and you can show me how to do it and I catch on, it's done. It's done.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand on your own.
I know. I understand that.
And you have to stand on your own because if you don't, you'll be controlled.
Yeah. And I'm not good with that.
You see, like when we was, raising money for that bus.
Yeah.
Hey, now some people I just can't take money from.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Well, man, they say they want to help. Now I'm good.
Yeah. And you got to know that. You got to know that. And that tells you about your integrity.
Yeah, because if I took a dollar, it'd have been all on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, he's begging. I ain't begging nothing. If you want to give. Don't bother me. But if you take money from the wrong people, you see, so sometimes you got to learn how to be self-sustainable.
Yeah, that's right.
And try to watch that because you can't take money from politicians, and you can't take nobody that want to run. You can't take money from nobody that wants to run because they're going to say, hey, remember I gave you that money?
Mm-hmm. But this,
I didn't give you nothing.
but we got this for sale type of mentality.
Yes.
That's the problem. We have that for sales type mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And anything goes. And then they don't have a conscience.
Yeah.
The repercussions don't hit them until late.
Yeah. I say I like to say what I want to say. That's
Yeah.
why
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch what?
Yeah.
No, bro. You got the wrong one. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. So
You gonna dictate to me what I can say? No, we're not built like that. We ain't built like that. That ain't who we are.
Just got just calm down with some of the stuff. Man, people make me mad. No, so I refuse to take money from certain people. Just how.
You want to calm me down when y'all doing all the dirty. No, we can't do that. Sorry, brother. Look, I'm sorry, sis. I can't do that. I'm not that type of person.
But Mr. Carl, you the one saying, hey, look, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah, and you did. You do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then you can do it. Yeah. And like I say, me and Ms. Dr. Gill, Ms. Dr. Gill always wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But by her being, she's everything.
Mm-hmm.
She's everything. Mm-hmm. And some stuff she can't do because she's all. You see.
Yeah. But look what happened. You did it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And look, we already paying enough. We already paying enough to Memphis, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So the community can't say what they can't do.
Yeah.
Say that you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I can accept it a whole lot more.
That's right. Just say you don't want to do it. That's all. And I'll accept that better.
Yeah. Because that can't say, oh, we can't do that. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
2 people done that. 2 people. Mm-hmm. So why y'all can't do it?
Yep. And some of these men, you get 4 or 5 of them together, they put about $500 together, they can do the same thing. And you ain't got to have the money right up front. You can just take your time and get it together. Have it where it's going into a certain account. You know what I'm saying? So there's no excuse.
That's,
There's no
that ain't gonna speak, bro.
there's no excuse.
It ain't.
I know one thing,
You can do it.
quit complaining about these damn kids if you ain't trying to help them and you ain't trying to come up with no programs for them. All you doing is complaining about them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and people need to quit minimizing what people do.
Yeah, well,
Because, you know, they got to, y'all can do nothing but.
but the thing
You
is,
don't give nothing but.
but it's impactful. That's what you should say to them. That's what you say when they say that. Say, yeah, but it's impactful.
You know, yeah. You know, well, he ain't getting nothing, you know, like when I was giving money to people, he ain't getting nothing but old funky little $20-something dollars.
But
Why my money gotta stay? Why my money gotta stay?
but it's
You know,
impactful.
like that.
But the kids can
Yeah.
use it. The program can be used,
Yeah.
right? The money can be used for the program, right? It don't matter how much it is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when you give to them churches and you ain't getting nothing out of them churches either. So
You know,
stop it.
man, and you know, you try to, Mr. Carl, I must say, and like you say, it ain't got on the back, but sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
Yeah.
We have started some stuff in Alexandria that if the people would have picked up the baton and kept on going,
Mm-hmm.
it just could have been made in Alexandria.
Yeah. Well, with this show,
But they
think
don't
about
want
this show. Just with the show
Yes,
alone.
ma'am.
If we would have somebody take over this, well, shoot, this would be awesome. Not take over it, but have something similar to what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It'd be wonderful.
From the meetings we used to have, Mr. Carl,
Mhm.
we have set the precedent, and they didn't want to pick the baton up and go with it because they're too scared and they scared waiting on somebody to come do something for them.
And they
Well,
too
guess what?
connected too.
Yeah, because they can't do it.
Yeah. They too
They can't
connected.
do it. And I tell people all the time, you know, hey, look, man, don't get wrapped up in what I'm doing because I want you to keep your friends. I have this conversation with some people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, man, I don't want to be mad at you. Don't worry about it. Hey, man, look, don't get wrapped up in this. I don't want nobody mad at you. I can take I don't care how you feel about me.
Yeah.
But if Mr. Paul, if they would have took up the time that we tried to pass, Alexandria could have been a better place for black people.
Yeah.
We have been doing this, Paul.
Yeah.
From elections to water, from the quality of water they drink, Mr. Paul. All they had to do is keep on raising hell. But
Yeah.
they didn't want to sign their name on the paperwork.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to. I don't want nobody to me, dog. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. You know, drink this brown water, dummy. What more can I tell you? You gonna die, Craig, if you don't stop. You don't fight for yourself. And they don't want to take up the baton.
Mm-mm. Nope. Don't want to do
They
it.
just want to sit there. You see, and they just want to sit there. Oh, well, what y'all gonna say about it? We can say it, we can do stuff about it.
Mhm.
But here's the thing: when them people see us coming, they know one thing. They don't turn out like the way they want to turn out. They're gonna turn out like the way they want to turn out.
Are we that bad?
They know we coming, and they got a level of respect for us when we come there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. That's true. You're right. You're so
You see,
right about that.
because they know, well, they've done their research, so I know I know they've done their research. Damn. You see, anytime you can get a group of people that has never, when we stop at $100 million, it's for history.
Yeah. Yep.
They didn't let nobody know about it because they were so used to getting everything they want.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Like nigga, I can say, hold up, dog. Come on, dog. You can't do that. And we told the people, hey, you know, like Mr. Porter said, if y'all don't do this, if y'all get this money, y'all not gonna get none of it anyway.
That's right.
So why let them get it?
Yeah.
You see, 2 times. But he thought he was gonna vote for it, and they voted no.
Mm-hmm.
Jews mean the mountain. It is what it is. People just gotta stand up. We give them information. We don't chase ambulance. Okay, that's our bad.
Yeah.
We don't go to crime scenes and well, we got one on the ground. If we don't do that,
No.
okay. So what? We take you down for stuff that will impact your life and your kids' life and your grandkids' life if we stay in those things.
Yep.
Hey, so Miss Faust, 10:30.
All right.
My bad.
No, that's all right. This was great. This is awesome. I wanted to say one more thing. I wanted to talk about real quick. This is on the national level. We know that the guy named Charlie Kirk or Charles Kirk got shot today. They said they haven't found the person yet, of course. But what really got me, what really got me was how these people are, how you saying, they're spazzing out. Okay. And it's just a matter, I remember what you said, you know, we didn't get none of that when Tamar Rice got killed, when Sandra Bland got killed. No, we didn't get none of that. Everybody, they're in an uproar because this was a MAGA, this guy was MAGA to his bone. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring him up real quick on the screen. Real quick.
This is what about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime a man say, I want to question your job skills because of the color of your skin,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's not the person nobody in their right mind should be following.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a person of the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's saying, oh, you're black, you got this job because you're black. So
Yeah.
none of my qualifications count.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, buddy, let me get something to you. Green light, the car,
Yep.
the refrigerator,
Yep.
the GPS system, the cell phone system, all was made by people of color. So who really benefit the DEI?
Yeah.
Boy?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I tell you.
So it says here the things to remember about Charlie Kirk. He said it was a mistake to pass the Civil Rights Act in 1964. He called MLK Jr. awful and said he was not a good person. He said gay pride is a sin. He said the Second Amendment is worth the cost of some gun deaths. I guess he wasn't talking about his. He was excluding his.
This, he said,
Yeah. Yeah. This came out of his mouth.
and that's why I don't think they're gonna say kill. I don't think that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I told you,
I'm gonna tell you anything.
me and you on the same wavelength. Okay. You already know. Yeah. So let's talk real quick about what our local sheriff department and our local Republicans, because Republicans and conservatives. Louisiana leaders react after Charlie Kirk fatally shot on Utah campus. He was scheduled to speak at LSU next month as part of his national tour. So it says Louisiana leaders are reacting after conservative political activist Charlie Kirk was fatally shot Wednesday during an appearance at the Utah Valley University. Kirk died after he was shot in the neck, according to President Donald Trump. So you got that from Donald Trump and then they actually are quoting stuff from Truth Social. If anybody doesn't know what Truth Social is, that is Donald Trump's platform. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all. Who's all? Especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies, and it's with a capital letter, go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. The university confirmed the shooting was in post on X. They put it on X. It says today about 12:10, a shot was fired at the visiting speaker, Charlie Kirk. He was hit and taken from the location by his security. Wait a minute. Did you hear what he just said?
Mhm.
They didn't say ambulance.
He said, I should, yep. Well, basically, it should have been like you said. Hey, Charlie, we had to sacrifice, man. I'm tired of people talking about the bills being miles. So, you know, it is what it is, Charlie. Take it for the team.
Taking it for the team.
Take it for the team.
So it says Kirk 30 is the CEO and co-founder of Turning Point USA. Oh, he's overturning. I didn't know that. And I'll be commenting on there every now and then. I didn't know it was him, a conservative youth organization. I had no idea that was who that was. Videos posted on social media from Utah Valley University showed Kirk speaking into the held hand microphone while sitting under a white tent, which everybody knows that. So I didn't know he was over Turning Point. And it's on my, it comes on my comes in my feed. I didn't know that. Vice President J.D. Vance also responded to the shooting, writing in a post on X. Now he's on X. Say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a generally good guy and young father. Say a prayer. Okay, Kirk was scheduled to speak. Oh, okay. So this is why we got to pay attention to who's who. This is how, now he was going to speak at LSU on Monday, October 27th.
Yeah, that's mine. And it's going to be some sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this man has contributed nothing good to life, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you're judging because you're doing, I thought Martin Luther King say, we don't judge by the skin no more, we judge by the content of the character.
But he said Martin Luther King was awful.
But you know what that means? Should not damn black person feel no sorry.
There you go. Now, go ahead.
Oh, Lord, he's going on, Lord. Yeah.
I saw what you said. You so stupid. I saw what you said. You're mean. Look, let me tell you what your governor said. Your governor said, please join me in praying for Charlie Kirk. May God be with him.
I bet you Trump got shit up his elbows when we got that saying the man behind. You know,
This is what U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson issued a statement calling Kirk's death utterly devastating. He sounds so sweet. Charlie was a close friend and confidant. He will be sorely missed by so many. Every political leader must loudly and clearly decry this violence. Our prayers go out to his wife and young children. May he rest in peace, Johnson said. Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill also issued a statement following the reports. I'm praying for Charlie Kirk. The videos circulating are both shocking and disturbing, which seem entirely inadequate to describe this terrible event. Political violence has no place in our society, she said. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, a Louisiana Republican. Now, he didn't see what they didn't do is they didn't identify everybody else as Republican because everybody who's making this comment is Republican. So, Majority House Leader Steve Scalise, a Louisiana Republican who was shot at practice for a charity baseball game in Virginia suburbs in 2017, asked people on X to please join me in praying for Charlie Kirk after this senseless act. Rapides Parish Sheriff Mark Wood shared on Facebook, "We are better together, America. There is no place in our country for political violence. My thoughts and prayers go out to all the souls who have been the victim of senseless murders in our country. prayers for the family of Charlie Kirk. And he put an exclamation mark after his name. So he yelled his name. Now, these are all Republicans. Every one of them are Republicans. Kirk has been a prominent figure in the conservative politics for the past decade, speaking frequently on college campuses across the country. The White House ordered flags to be flown at staff, at a tribute to Kirk until Sunday evening.
Was all this? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Was all this done when Mr. John Thomas died? Mr. John Thomas,
You mean Lewis?
the senator, the black guy,
Lewis.
John Lewis. Was
Yeah.
all this? Was all this?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. I think they got upset because they wanted to.
I know that.
Can you hear me? Hello.
That's my good.
Okay. Because you
Yes,
went
ma'am,
out.
I hear you.
You went out. Now, didn't at the time was who was in office as the president when John Lewis died? Let me see. Because I think it was controversy about the flags. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know what? You know who was in office when he passed away? You know who was in office when he? Yeah. I said, do you know who was in? John Lewis was in off when John Lewis passed away. Wasn't Trump in office in 2020?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was in office in 2020, right? Or did he come out?
Yeah. It was just coming in or coming in out here. What time of year it was?
It was July. He died in July 17th of 2020. I think
no, Biden was in office here.
Biden.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, I think so.
No. It was Trump. Because I think they had some controversy about the flags being flown half-staff. I'm thinking there was some controversy about that. So they want the flags flown half-staff. Ain't that something? Interesting.
Yeah. I know we're gonna dig and find out, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, you remember the lady who was with the January 6th? The one who died? A Democratic senator, the U.S. Marine Corps veteran Ruben Gallego introduced a resolution to stop traitor Ashley Babbitt from receiving a funeral with full military honors. But Republicans blocked it. Republicans just blocked my resolution to stop Ashley Babbitt from getting military honors. Babbitt didn't die defending the country. She died trying to burn it down. Draping her in the same flag real heroes come home under is a grotesque and insult to every veteran who kept their oath. Damn.
Yeah. So it sounds like she working for Trump then.
Yeah, the whole thing is they wanted her to have the whole thing, the whole details.
Yeah.
And they're saying she don't deserve it because she stormed the Capitol.
She don't. But Trump said she deserved it. She deserved it.
That's basically what it is. He said, "What I say goes." Basically, is what he said. Am I right?
That's basically what he said.
Yeah. So me and Nat was on Facebook, and y'all, let me say this. We're not the type of people that we're not saying we're not sympathetic. We're just sympathetic. We pick and choose what we can be sympathetic about and for whom. Okay. That's just how it works. If you did anything to our people, don't think we're gonna be sympathetic towards you. Okay, I'm just gonna put to you like that. We don't do that. Even if you black, we don't do that. We don't care. If you do something against our people and you try to hurt our people in some way, shape, form, or fashion by something you say, do, or enact on, we don't have no feelings with you. We just don't. Right is right. So you want everybody to be upset about this young man. And this man said the most awfulest things about black folks. I remember watching him, and he does those campus shows a lot. I was watching the way this young black girl, I don't know where he was at, but this young black girl was talking to him. And
we got an alien on the line.
oh, we got an alien on the line?
Yeah, well, cuz, man.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. I don't know.
I was talking to my friends. This is one of my favorite subjects. I was talking to my friends, and technically, you don't remember what he said? A few people may have to pass away if we want to protect our Second Amendment rights.
Yeah. I read that.
Honestly, it was him. It was him. He was one of the ones that had to go.
Mm.
And then, technically, he provoked that man to do that. Because when you say, yeah, some people are going to have to die before, some people have to die to protect our Second Amendment rights. He said that. That's a provocation. He provoked.
So you're saying he's a martyr for the conservative party?
No, I'm saying that he's the one that asked for this.
Oh.
He got what he asked for.
Mm.
And the Republican people knew that too, though.
Yeah, that's what we said. We said that.
I'm saying. People die every day, baby. Some people that's upset. We sound like that. I've seen the video, but their video is gruesome. And I was there, I looked at it. Yeah, when you see the one up close, you'd be like, you heard that lady, Charlie, no. I heard George Floyd say, "Mama."
Yep, sure did. Yeah, he did.
I heard George.
He sure said
Floyd
it.
say, "Mama."
Yep.
But you would have, if you watch that video, the one up close, you're gonna hear that man in the front row talking about some Charlie, no. Yeah, I heard the black lady say, "Devil, I rebuke you." She still got here.
Yep, sure
She wanna
did.
keep on going?
Yep. Yeah. Do you need any more? Mike, look. What's the name who was choked to death? He said what? I can't breathe. Okay. Okay.
Mike Brown had his hands on there last night.
Yep.
Yeah. Gang violence. And then he got knocked out. Tamir Rice, 12 years old. He got killed with a gun. 12 years old. Now he's no real gun.
Yep. And
we
then
keep on going. The lady in Fort Worth,
yep.
playing with her nephew in their house. She still got killed.
Yep.
So we keep on going.
Yeah, we can do that.
See, what I'm trying to say is my level of sympathy in Philly ain't that high. Yeah, I guarantee it's not that high. That's the consensus. People are not. Yeah, it's about ankle deep. Yeah, I got fat ankles, so it ain't that deep. If I poured the sympathy on my head from out of a bucket, it would probably get to my elbow.
Oh, Lord.
Right. And that's only because I'm holding my hands above my head. Yeah, because see, anytime you said they got to question if they qualify because they might have got the job. That sounds like a person everybody should love. He said he got this for didn't earn it. So if you fall in line with him and you got the same moral and values, which some people Alexander I've seen, have the same moral and values.
They do.
Well, you got to think about it like this here. They say Jesus is black. Do we qualify to be Jesus?
No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all messy. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible.
All depends how you look at it.
They said they gonna put an ascot on him like old boy from Scooby Doo when he at the funeral.
Oh, Tavares. Nobody said that.
Yeah, no, we definitely talked about that. And they said that this is what you get for talking out the side of your neck.
Oh, Tavares.
Yeah, there's some pretty cold people out here.
Wow.
Well, that ain't, well, I mean, they say naked as you for the whole.
Yeah, I mean, talking out the side of your neck. Yeah, talking out the side of your neck. And now you really can't talk out the side of his neck.
McCall. Mr. McCall. He was still hating Mr. McCall.
I know he was. I know he was. I'm just joking with you. Know I'm
Just because you
joking.
do with big words. My thing is, just because you do with words over 5 letters, that don't mean you do anything.
That's right.
I think they said he got hit with a 7.62. 7.62 round. They put him about the size of two D-bat or at least two. I say two double A's. And then it's as long from your palm to the tip of your finger. And he got hit 200 yards away, bro.
That was a sniper.
That dude cold, bro. Whoever did that shit, he cold. And you know, the people are really sad. The people are really upset. And they call themselves trying to hunt down a BLK people to confront. But why? We don't have shit to do with this.
You got nothing to do with it.
This is
Just came on the roots.
this white on white crime is getting out of hand.
I told him, I said, don't you need to take them National Guard troops to Utah?
Yeah, Colorado or Dallas.
Yeah, I'm
But
just
this
saying.
white on white crime, I'm scared to take my kids out to van at night.
Yes.
This white on white crime is ridiculous.
And then they had a school shooting in Colorado.
Yeah, they did.
They had a shooting.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You could put your efforts better placed elsewhere.
I need to see
But
what.
the same people,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ma'am.
No, go ahead and
but
talk.
the same people that's oh Lord, that's been a black person like that or Al Sharpton or something. Although me and him don't see eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good for him. That's good for him. He's racist. So, you know, see, black folk got to understand. Sometimes you got to treat people like they treat you.
No.
And you can't feel bad about doing it.
No, you can't.
You say no? Yeah, you can't.
That's what the Bible say do anyway.
Oh, Jesus. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing.
You see, sometimes we just got to treat them like they treat us. Oh, you got to be, oh, well, should have complied. That's just what they tell us.
Yep. And see,
That's what they tell us.
they so used to us. They so used to us being those passive people. Yes, I'm so sorry. Praying for no. We're not that. We're not that type.
Oh, you should have complied.
You should have complied. You should have listened to what they were saying.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
Oh. Yeah, what the man there? Emil something, they got killed. When they told them to reach out the hand, they still killed him.
Yep.
They complied, they got killed.
You got killed.
So, hey, man, no.
Yep.
You just got to pray. Oh, well, keep on going.
Not a well.
Oh, well, he's going on to be with the Lord. No, he's not either.
Yeah.
No.
Nat said
No.
he going straight to hell. What'd you say, Nat?
I'm only qualified to go to hell. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are
Yeah, you
terrible.
know, you going no. And that's somebody, let me tell you something. This how it happens. People lie, pastors lie, and they don't know they lie.
Mm-hmm.
Because they read a passage in the Bible wrong. They say absent of the body is present with the Lord. No. Paul was writing a letter to the church, and he said, I'd rather be absent of the body and present with the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say he was. So, and we get that confused. So every time somebody dies, oh Lord, absent of the body, present with the Lord. But if that was so, that means he ain't got to come back. See how everybody up there with him. So just don't add up. But don't worry about it. It's just things. If I'm already up there, he ain't got to come back down. So, you know.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so in Evergreen, a teenage boy fatally shot himself after critically wounding 2 fellow students at Evergreen High School on Wednesday, authorities say. The suspected shooter was wielding a revolver, according to the Jefferson County Sheriff Office. His name and age have not been released, nor his motive. A 4th child was transported to a hospital, but it's unclear why, said Jackie Kelly, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office. The school shooting Wednesday afternoon, which sent frantic students seeking shelter in a nearby homes, is the latest in the state, where it seems the wounds of each tragedy only partially heal before they're reopened when the next one invariably happens. The last fatal. Hey, somebody go on mute. Yeah, you must have fell asleep. Tragically, only partially heal before they reopen the wound when the next invariable happens. The last fatal shooting inside of a Colorado school happened in 2019 at STEM School Highlands Ranch. The sheriff's office received the first call about the shooting at Evergreen High School at 12:24 p.m. A flood of requests for help from the school then came in, Kelly said. First responders were on the scene in about a minute or two. A sheriff's office substation is down the street, and deputies were in contact with the shooter within 5, she said. It says there was not a school resource officer at the school at the time of the shooting, she said. It's never fast enough, but we're very grateful that it was as quick as it was. She said the shooter fired at several locations inside and near the school. Law enforcement did not fire any weapons, she added. I don't know if the suspect had more than one weapon, Kelly said, but we will learn that. The minimum age to purchase a handgun in Colorado is 21. A spokesperson for St. Anthony Hospital in Lakewood said 3 teenagers were transported from the school, all in critical condition. As of 5:15 p.m. Wednesday, 2 remained in critical condition. Dr. Brian Blackwood, trauma medical director at St. Anthony Hospital, told reporters. The 3rd teen was recovering from injuries that were not life-threatening and was in stable condition. The hospital announced at about 7 p.m. that one of the students had died. Jefferson County's dispatch center reported the assailant near the high school at 29300 Buffalo Park Road, calling in an active scene at about 12:40 p.m. Let me tell y'all before I go any further. Now, think about what they said where the substation was. Okay.
That's what they said. What they said, I guess they didn't go nothing. Wait till the shoot over with. Yeah, we gonna wait till it's over with. We wait for the go.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Videos and photos from Evergreen showed law enforcement vehicles racing toward the school, which has 900 students. Traffic around Evergreen was in a gridlock Wednesday afternoon, and roads leading to the high school were shut down. Abby Algren, a sophomore, was eating lunch in the cafeteria with friends when an announcement blared over the school instructing everyone locks, lights, out of sight. That message, used during school safety drills, warned students of emergency. We knew something was wrong, Abby, 15, told the Colorado Sun. She said students immediately stood up, looked around, and bolted toward the door, sprinting into the woods while hearing what sounded like loud gunshots. Abby and other students ran to a friend's nearby house. We all couldn't tell if it was real or not, Abby said. We thought it was better to be safe, I guess, so we all ran out just to get away. We didn't know what was happening. I'm not going to read all that, but this is what happened. That's what happened.
Well. But if he had a revolver, that's an old man gun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people don't know what a revolver is no more.
Mm-hmm. Somebody showed him how to use
Yeah,
it.
that's. Well, you ain't got to learn how to use it. Just put the 6 in there. Just you ain't got to copy back in. Well, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's old man. That's old man gun.
Yeah.
Somebody going to jail.
You said
Somebody going to jail.
it belonged to the grandpa. Let me quit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably pop off. Yeah, probably pop off this. He got pop off this.
He got a hold
And the
of
boy probably whooping his ass. Yeah, probably whooping his tail at school, so he had to get back. That's probably what it is.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No resource office. Where they started that? What the resource office was that?
He said he wasn't there
That's
at the
another
time.
thing. It's just me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put it out there. People need more than one resource officer.
They only have one?
I think so. They need at least 3. Because remember, they got those other kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're
You
right.
see. So they got those other kids. That means that man can't control all that.
Nope.
But they'll say, "Do you know how that go?" Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, don't bother me. My kids don't go to school.
Yeah.
So,
You're right. You're right. You're right about that. It's interesting. It's just real interesting. That's all. You know what happened to Alex Jones when he said that other Colorado that other Colorado school shooting was a hoax? He wound up losing everything. They sued him for everything he had. He had to go bankrupt.
no, that was the
Yeah, that was the Colorado.
that wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, that was the
No,
Parkland.
That was
That was the Parkland
that was
shooting.
it. Yeah, that was the Mormons and stuff over there getting killed, I think.
That was no. You sure? Wait a minute. It was the Parkland shooting. I thought that was in Utah. I thought that was in Colorado. Hold up, Parkland. Hold up.
No, that was in Pennsylvania.
Parkland?
You talking about that DJ? You talking about that DJ, right?
No. Listen. Remember the shooting that happened in Parkland? Hold up.
I remember a guy losing everything talking about that shooting in Pennsylvania.
This was the shooting. Alex Jones. Alex Jones is one of those. I don't want to call. He's a conservative, but he's one of those people. Yeah. That was in. That was
in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. You sure? Hold up. I'm looking at it.
Yes, ma'am.
Parkland. That was in Florida. Parkland shooting happened in Florida. That was in Florida.
Okay. She was Pennsylvania. Said something about.
That was and let's see, Alex Jones, the young activist wound up suing him, and he lost. I'm not saying he lost everything, but they took
It says Florida?
Yeah, Parkland, Florida. Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to lose everything about the stuff in Pennsylvania also.
Yeah, he probably did. Yeah.
You could say it was a hoax.
No, you know what? It wasn't Parkland. Let me take that back. It was Sandy Hook. Remember Sandy Hook? But that was Parkland. While Sandy Hook family successfully sued Alex Jones for defamation, a man named Marcel Fontaine did sue Jones after being falsely identified on InfoWars. Remember, you used to have the show called InfoWars as the gunman in 2018 Parkland, Florida school shooting. Families of the victims of the Parkland shooting, however, did not participate in Sandy Hook's lawsuits.
See, Sandy Hook sued.
Yeah, it was
Sandy Hook. Because tomorrow's you just Sunday night, right? Sandy Hook is in Pennsylvania, though, right?
Let's see. Sandy Hook.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, hold up, baby. That one was in Newton, Connecticut. Sandy Hook is in, yeah, yeah, Sandy Hook was in,
Okay, I thought Pennsylvania was.
no, that was in,
Okay.
yeah, that's in, Connecticut. Newton, Connecticut is where that would happen at. Newtown, I'm sorry,
Oh, okay.
Newtown, Connecticut.
Okay.
But yeah, that was very interesting there. So I hope we learned a lot tonight. I hope the ideals that we threw out there would work. Maybe somebody will pick it up and move with it. It would be awesome. I would help put it together for them if they need some help. I ain't doing it for free. I don't do that stuff for free. You gotta pay me. We know that y'all are good at taking people ideals and running with it. But I'll trademark mine. Me and my friend, I have a friend that has a degree in law, so we'll definitely trademark that sucker. No, I don't care, because if one person can do it, several people can do it. I think it's a great idea. And even the part with the barbershop, all that stuff is good. And I think it would be nice if somebody was listening to run with it. That's what I think. But oh well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. I want to thank Miss Pyle. I want to thank, the team didn't come out at all tonight. SC Journey. I want to thank her for coming out.
Hold on. Stop the press. Stop. Look at that SC Journey lady. Something wrong.
Yeah, she said they're still closed, right? That's what she asked. That's the only thing she said. I don't know if she's still on here.
We'll talk.
Okay. So yeah, Miss Powell, you got to give me a call out if you're still on here, Miss Powell. You're supposed to call me when you get a chance. Call me, okay? Or hit me up on Messenger, because I know me and you got to talk about something. So, all right, you guys, thank you for hanging out with us here on the Can We Be Frank show. You guys have a great night, and we should be back Friday, Freestyle Friday. Yeah, today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Friday. So we'll be back Friday, okay? Hopefully Tavares won't fall asleep on us. He needs to stay us behind off of TikTok. Damn it. And them doggone panels and stuff. All right. So you guys have a great night and good night.